This unassuming Soviet engineer single-handedly crippled the entire USSR military, and he didn't do it for money. His name was Adolf Tolkachev. Working inside a top-secret Soviet radar laboratory, he used a miniature camera to photograph highly classified blueprints right under the nose of the KGB. To hand the film to the CIA, he had to play a lethal game of cat and mouse on the streets of Moscow. He knew a single mistake meant a bullet to the back of the head. So he demanded one specific item from his handlers: a cyanide suicide pill. His leak saved the United States billions of dollars, earning him a portrait in CIA headquarters. But how did one man bypass the world's most terrifying security apparatus for years? And who finally betrayed him? By 1977, the Soviet Union believed its airspace was impenetrable. Their new radar systems were designed to detect and destroy American stealth bombers before they even crossed the border. But they didn't account for Tolkachev. Driven not by greed, but by a deep hatred for the Soviet regime that had executed his wife's mother, he decided to dismantle the empire from the inside. For years, Tolkachev took massive risks. He would check out top-secret documents from the lab library during his lunch break, walk out of the secure building, and take them home to photograph them using a tiny camera concealed in a keychain. The operational discipline was insane. He met his CIA handlers in dark Moscow alleyways, using a complex system of window blinds and parked cars to signal if it was safe. If the KGB tail was too close, the drop was aborted. The intelligence was so pure, so devastatingly accurate, that US engineers completely redesigned America's weapon systems to perfectly exploit every flaw in the Soviet radar. He completely wiped out the USSR's technological edge. For nearly a decade, Tolkachev was untouchable. The CIA called him the billion-dollar spy. But inside Langley, a new danger was brewing. In 1985, a disgruntled CIA trainee named Edward Lee Howard was fired from the agency. Bitter and facing financial ruin, Howard did the unthinkable. He fled to Europe and sold everything he knew to the KGB, including the identity of the Moscow Mole. In June 1985, as Tolkachev walked to a secret meeting, a civilian van screeched to a halt beside him. Heavily armed KGB Alpha Group operators swarmed out, pinning him to the asphalt before he could reach his suicide pill. They stripped him naked on the spot to ensure he wasn't carrying poison. Tolkachev was taken to Lubyanka prison, interrogated, and on September 24, 1986, he was executed. Adolf Tolkachev never lived to see the collapse of the Soviet Union. But the secrets he smuggled out guaranteed that the West would dominate the skies for a generation. History is built on the shadows. Subscribe for more spy fact, not fiction.